When the final buzzer echoes through the cavernous concrete and steel geometry of a modern sports arena, it leaves behind a heavy, almost sacred silence that is immediately shattered by the roar of the crowd. This is the moment where destiny is carved into the history books, where the decades of waiting, the heartbreaking losses, and the relentless pursuit of perfection finally culminate in a single defining triumph. For a city that defines itself by its grit, its hustle, and its unapologetic passion, a championship is not merely a sports victory, it is a spiritual awakening that reverberates through every neighborhood, from the crowded subways to the neon-lit avenues. To truly understand the gravity of such a moment, one must look past the stat sheets and the trophy presentations, moving instead into the quiet spaces where personal dreams intersect with public legends. It is in these spaces that we find an unexpected tapestry of connections, where the hard-nosed intensity of professional basketball meets the glamorous, enduring allure of New York entertainment. If you want to stay connected to these captivating stories of triumph, culture, and the human bonds that unite the biggest names in the world, please take a brief moment to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community of passionate storytellers. Now picture the electric atmosphere of Madison Square Garden, an arena globally recognized as the ultimate proving ground for athletes and artists alike. For generations, this iconic venue has borne witness to unforgettable spectacles, but something truly magical has been brewing within its walls during this unforgettable season. The air inside the world's most famous arena has been thick with a potent mixture of anxiety and hope, a collective breath held by millions of fans who have carried the weight of a 53-year title drought. This year, the journey reached its absolute peak in a dramatic, high-stakes showdown against a formidable opponent, the San Antonio Spurs, pushing the team and its faithful supporters to the absolute brink of emotional exhaustion. Every single game felt like an epic battle of wills, a grueling test of endurance that captivated the entire metropolis and brought together people from all walks of life. Among the thousands of roaring voices in the stands, one iconic face stood out, a cinematic fixture of New York culture who has spent nearly 3 decades embodying the protective spirit of the city on the silver screen. Mariska Hargitay, the beloved star who has portrayed the tireless and compassionate television detective Olivia Benson since the final year of the 20th century, has become as much a fixture of the arena floor as the hardwood itself. For 27 seasons, her television drama has explored the darkest corners of human nature, making her a symbol of resilience, justice, and unwavering hope for millions of viewers worldwide. Yet, when she steps into the vibrant energy of the basketball arena, the heavy coat of her demanding acting role slips away, replaced by the pure, unadulterated joy of a lifelong fan. Her presence courtside is far more than a simple celebrity appearance. It represents a deep, emotional investment in a team that mirrors the very qualities of determination and leadership she portrays on screen. Throughout this magical season, cameras frequently captured her riding the emotional roller coaster of every possession, her face reflecting the shared agony of a bad pass or the euphoric release of a clutch three-pointer. This profound connection between a television icon and a modern sports powerhouse sets the stage for a unique bond that transcends the boundaries of their respective crafts. As the intense championship series progressed toward its unforgettable conclusion, a beautiful friendship blossomed in the public eye, anchoring itself around the team's phenomenal captain and point guard, Jalen Brunson. At 29 years old, the star athlete has transformed himself into the undisputed heartbeat of New York, a fearless leader whose journey from a determined kid to a championship savior embodies the ultimate basketball fairy tale. His relationship with the legendary actress has developed into one of the most heartwarming narratives of the year, a mutual admiration society built on deep respect, shared energy, and a love for the city they both call home. Longtime observers have noted that their post-game interactions carry a special warmth, creating a sense of camaraderie that has captured the imagination of fans and fellow celebrities alike. As we prepare to dive into the core of this spectacular story, we find ourselves looking at a moment where the lines between reality, sports excellence, and television drama blur into a beautiful celebration of New York excellence. The atmosphere of anticipation is palpable as we transition from the grand narrative of a city's historic sports revival into the intimate, playful details of a friendship that could very well bridge the gap between the basketball court and the gritty world of primetime television drama. The tension that filled the air during the fifth and deciding game of the epic championship series against the San Antonio Spurs was almost suffocating, hanging over the crowd like a heavy velvet curtain before the opening act of a grand tragedy. Every dribble echoed like a heartbeat through the cavernous expanse of the arena, and every possession carried the monumental weight of decades of unfulfilled promises and heartbreaking near misses. It was a masterclass in modern athletic warfare, a grueling test of endurance where tactical genius clashed with raw, unadulterated human will on the pristine hardwood. As the final seconds ticked away, sealing a historic victory for the New York Knicks, the collective release of energy inside the building was nothing short of seismic, transforming a sports venue into a chaotic sanctuary of pure, unbridled euphoria. In the center of this storm stood Jalen Brunson, the modern-day gladiator who had spent the entire season carrying the hopes of an entire metropolis on his broad shoulders. Amidst the swirling confetti, the flashing cameras of the global media, and the deafening roars of a fan base that had waited more than half a century for this exact moment, the star point guard remained remarkably grounded, displaying the signature wit and humility that have made him an absolute beloved figure far beyond the realm of professional sports. When an interviewer from the league pressed a microphone toward him, asking what monumental challenge could possibly be next for a man who had just reached the absolute mountain peak of his athletic career, the 29-year-old captain did not offer a standard, scripted response about vacations or training regimes. Instead, with a mischievous glint in his eye and a wide, exhausted smile, he delivered a brilliant quip that immediately set the internet ablaze, playfully suggesting that his next grand ambition was to secure a coveted guest-starring role alongside Mariska Hargitay on her legendary long-running television series. This lighthearted banter, delivered on the highest stage of his life, instantly highlighted the extraordinary, multi-dimensional relationship between the city's sports heroes and its cultural icons. The playful pitch to join the cast of the celebrated crime drama was far from a random thought. It was the delightful continuation of a running narrative that has fascinated fans throughout this unforgettable competitive season. For months, the star athlete has been refreshingly candid about his profound admiration for the actress, openly confessing on an episode of the popular digital program hosted by former NBA player Richard Jefferson that he actively scans the courtside seats at every single home game, searching for her familiar, encouraging face. With an endearing mix of boyish enthusiasm and genuine respect, the professional basketball player had previously declared himself to be her absolute #1 fan, affectionately stating that he loved her to death and that she was well aware of his immense devotion. This charming dynamic added a layer of human warmth to the high-stakes, pressure cooker environment of professional basketball, showing that even the most elite athletes seek inspiration from the legendary figures who embody the spirit of the city they represent. Mariska Hargitay, who has masterfully portrayed the compassionate, fierce, and utterly resilient investigator Olivia Benson since the late 90s, was not about to let her favorite captain's historic achievement pass without an equally spectacular public acknowledgement. Shortly after the final buzzer cemented the team's legendary victory, the 62-year-old Hollywood royalty took to her personal digital platform to share a deeply moving tribute that instantly resonated with millions of fans across the globe. She posted a nostalgic vintage photograph of a young, wide-eyed Jalen Brunson from his childhood days, long before he became a household name and a savior of a storied franchise. In the heartwarming image, the young boy is seen proudly wearing a classic team shirt and tightly clutching a basketball, his innocent gaze holding the faint, prophetic glimmer of the extraordinary future that awaited him on the grandest stage of all. Across this beautiful image, vibrant orange and blue letters proudly proclaimed that he had found a way, a poignant reference to the immense obstacles, doubts, and grueling challenges he had to overcome throughout his lengthy basketball journey to ultimately reach this legendary pinnacle. In her heartfelt caption, the iconic actress expanded on this sentiment with profound elegance, that he had not only achieved his ultimate dream, but had also beautifully led the way for so many others who looked up to his exemplary leadership and unyielding spirit. Her words were a powerful testament to the deep, emotional connection that exists between those who tell stories of justice on television and those who fight for glory on the hardwood floor of the arena. This remarkable public exchange between a television titan and a newly crowned basketball champion offers a fascinating glimpse into the rich, interwoven fabric of modern celebrity culture, where the worlds of elite sports and primetime television entertainment continuously enrich one another. The television series in question is not merely another program on the weekly schedule, It is an absolute cultural institution that has dominated the airwaves for 27 incredible seasons, exploring the complex dynamics of human nature and justice through the lens of a dedicated police department. Alongside talented co-stars like Christopher Maloney, who famously portrays the intense Elliot Stabler, and Don Florek, who brought the steadfast leadership of Donald Cragen to life for many years, Hargitay has built a creative legacy that is virtually unmatched in the history of American television broadcasting. To see the captain of the city's most beloved sports team express such a passionate desire to step into that iconic fictional universe is a testament to the show's profound, enduring impact on generations of viewers, including those who spend their lives performing under the bright lights of professional sports arenas. Throughout this magical competitive year, the actress has proven herself to be far more than a casual observer or a celebrity guest occupying a premium seat near the court. She has been a fierce, deeply invested supporter, traveling to intense away games and weathering the immense emotional storms of the playoffs alongside the most dedicated fans in the city. Her attendance during the fiercely contested Eastern Conference Finals against a dangerous and determined Cleveland Cavaliers squad in May demonstrated her unwavering commitments to the team's championship pursuit. When the final round arrived, she was a constant, energizing presence at the home games, bringing her unique star power and passionate energy to the front row, often accompanied by her longtime on-screen partner, Christopher Maloney. To the absolute delight of the thousands of fans watching both in the arena and on television screens worldwide. The sheer scale of her emotional investment became even more apparent during the crucial fourth game of the series, an unforgettable night where the boundaries of celebrity fandom truly expanded to spectacular proportions. As the home team battled fiercely to secure a vital victory, television cameras frequently panned to the courtside seats, capturing a truly iconic moment of pure celebration that immediately went viral across social media networks. There, in the midst of a roaring crowd, the legendary actress was seen jumping up and down in a state of absolute ecstatic joy, holding hands and celebrating the pivotal win with her close personal friend, the global music superstar Taylor Swift. The image of these two incredibly influential women, completely lost in the euphoric magic of a sporting event, perfectly captured the unique ability of this specific team's journey to unite different worlds, drawing major figures from music, television, and film into its captivating high-stakes narrative. This shared moment of celebration highlighted the immense cultural gravity of the team's historic run, proving that the pursuit of athletic excellence can create a powerful shared experience that transcends traditional entertainment boundaries. Following that particular emotional breakthrough, the beloved actress looked visibly relieved and deeply moved by the incredible resilience displayed by the athletes on the court. In a series of light-hearted comments to reporters after the game, she jokingly mused that the spectacular, come-from-behind victory might have actually surpassed her own beautiful 2004 wedding to her talented husband, Peter Herman, as the absolute greatest night of her entire life, a playful statement that perfectly illustrated just how deeply the team's historic journey had woven itself into the very fabric of her soul. To truly understand why this extraordinary connection between a basketball superstar and a legendary television icon matters so deeply, one must look at the larger journey of the individuals involved, who have both come to embody the very spirit of resilience that defines their beloved city. The journey of Jalen Brunson is not merely a story of athletic talent, but a profound testament to the power of perseverance, intelligent leadership, and an unwavering belief in one's own capabilities when faced with immense skepticism. Standing as a point guard in a league that increasingly favors overwhelming physical height and raw athleticism, the 29-year-old captain has spent his entire life proving that dedication, tactical brilliance, and a relentless work ethic can overcome any perceived physical limitation. His path to becoming a championship-winning savior was paved with years of quiet sacrifice, from his early days learning the fundamentals of the game under the watchful eye of his father, a former professional player himself, to his highly successful collegiate career where he mastered the art of winning under pressure. When he initially arrived in the metropolis to lead a franchise that had been wandering through a competitive desert for over 5 decades, many critics questioned whether he possessed the elite star power necessary to carry such a massive cultural burden. Yet, with the quiet confidence of a true leader, he systematically dismantled every doubt, putting together a historic season that culminated in the breathtaking defeat of the San Antonio Spurs. forever cementing his name alongside the greatest legends to ever play the game. It is this shared narrative of overcoming the odds that beautifully bridges the gap between his athletic triumphs and the celebrated career of Mariska Hargitay, creating a profound mutual respect that elevates their public friendship into something truly meaningful. For 27 remarkable seasons, the 62-year-old actress has anchored a television masterpiece that has outlasted countless trends, network shifts, and cultural changes, transforming her character into a beacon of strength and empathy for multiple generations of viewers worldwide. Her journey on the long-standing crime drama began in the final months of the 20th century, a time when the landscape of television was vastly different, and through her unwavering commitment to her craft, she has created one of the most enduring figures in entertainment history. To sustain that level of excellence and emotional intensity for nearly 3 decades requires a rare form of creative stamina that mirrors the physical and mental endurance demanded of an elite professional athlete. When the star athlete playfully expressed his desire to join her on screen following his historic championship victory, it was not merely a casual joke, but a brilliant recognition of their shared status as cultural pillars who have dedicated their lives to mastering their respective arenas. This delightful intersection of sports and television highlights a unique aspect of modern entertainment, where the boundaries between different forms of excellence are increasingly fluid, allowing for heartwarming moments of creative collaboration that captivate the public imagination. The deeper significance of this bond lies in how both individuals have used their massive platforms to inspire others, demonstrating that true greatness is measured not just by trophies won or ratings achieved, but by the positive impact one leaves on the community. Throughout the grueling playoff run, as the team faced immense pressure and physical exhaustion, the actress's visible, passionate support from the courtside seats served as a powerful reminder of the deep emotional investment the entire community had made in their journey. Her presence, often alongside notable co-stars like Christopher Maloney, created a unique bridge between the gritty, high-stakes drama of the television world and the intense, real-time theater of professional sports, illustrating how both worlds draw from the same well of human emotion and storytelling. As the city continues to celebrate this historic sports revival, the playful banter about a potential television appearance serves as a beautiful symbol of unity, hinting at a future where the newly crowned champion might actually step into the iconic, fictional world of justice that she has built over 27 years. Such a collaboration would be the ultimate celebration of New York excellence, bringing together the undisputed king of the hardwood and the reigning queen of primetime television drama in a moment of pure crossover magic. The story of this unforgettable season, anchored by the spectacular triumph on the court and the beautiful friendships formed off it, will undoubtedly be passed down through generations of fans as a definitive chapter in the cultural history of the city. It reminds us that behind the bright lights, the massive contracts, and the intense media scrutiny, the heart of entertainment and sports remains rooted in genuine human connections, shared passions, and the mutual admiration of individuals who strive for perfection in everything they do. As the confetti settles and the team prepares for the challenges of defending their hard-won title in the seasons to come, the bond between the star point guard and the legendary actress stands as a lasting testament to a magical year when sports, television, and human spirit align perfectly to create history. The legacy of this championship will be felt for decades, not just in the record books or the rafters of the arena, but in the enduring stories of leadership, friendship, and mutual respect that blossomed under the brightest lights in the world, proving that when true talent and dedication collide, the results can transcend the